Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio, and we're continuing our game of what are we playing here? Tex Murphy. Where's my music? Might have closed it. I wanted to show you this because when you start the game, instead of just starting the game, you have access to a lot of information, which is kind of nice. Yeah, so like program update, I think like the latest patch maybe. Reveal some information, they show you how to connect your stuff. I feel you might not even be hearing the music. I'm hearing it fine, but I pumped it up a little bit. Like connecting. When you do program, I think it tells you. I thought it said the number of hours. Oh, maybe not. Oh, we need to load our game. Zoom. Probably this one. Okay, can't remember exactly the last thing we did. I think we went to talk to, well, I can actually just exit this and see. I can't exit this? Game over. Okay, I think I talked to Bash Daggett, the witness to the suicide. Didn't have much to say. I don't think we talked to the medic examiner, so let's go there. Nav code 4670. Okay, let's see some of the anagrams. While we're doing this, maybe I can show. I can share my screen here. Yeah, there you go, that's fine. So this is the file I made for myself. So the way this is marked is pretty much how they. Oh, it didn't update the thing. What? Is it working now? The fuck was that? Yeah, so this is essentially how they show you how to do it, like person, nav point, relation, trigger words that put that there, and it was an idea I had. I didn't use it yet, as you can see, and notes here, but I also put some space below because. So I just when there's a new character, I just take this and I copy paste it at the bottom. These are keys that I found because I want to know which key I use and stuff like that. So there was a paper in the garbage can of his office or his home, Carl's home, and there was these things here, and they all like, this is bishop, this is queen, like I don't know what this is, not guard, dragon, pong, you know. And this was already used. I used this to enter a PC. These are triggers that I can ask people. So when I see someone, I need to ask them about every single character here and these words there. I should rearrange this. This is the timeline of events. Leave of absence from USF for consulting when Carl's personality changed. In July, Carl took insurance of 1 million July. Daughter as beneficiary. Then in August, Carl looking for scientists working on project. Found small amount and SF. So I think SF is Sonny Fletcher, which seems to be a detective that was working for Carl. Carl discovered and needed all password and passcard, but not what to do with them. Carl finished his work on Overlord. Carl wants to see J. St. Gideon. Carl has several or severe headache, whatever. And 1 week ago, Bash witnessed Carl zombie-like 30 feet past him, climb rail, jump, no hesitation. And then the funeral and all that. So, let's remove that. I just wanted to show you that. Let's just exit this. Long, cold, dark corridors and stainless steel utensil everywhere. They've gotten so busy down here they've had to install a conveyor belt. I wonder how much longer I've got before the meat wagon brings me here. From our ride down the disassembly line, John Richards, the ME, meets me in the examination room. He's pretty strange, but it would take someone who's pretty strange to do a job like this. Okay. Tell you about Linsky's death? Nothing odd about this one. He jumped off the bridge, massive shock when he hit. Lungs filled with water, dead as a rock. I'll send you a copy of the autopsy report. No? Just want to be sure. Linsky. Whoops, even there I didn't. Oh, that's him. Usually they do talk about themselves. Okay. He's a good cop, even if I don't always approve of his method. This guy has nothing to say. So these people probably, he has nothing to say about them. Guy died though. Carl Davis. Shit. Like, for me, this music sounds way too loud. No. Then I could ask him about the other thing. MTC. Core. MTC. Core. Dot. Overlord. Overlord. Password. Password. Law and order. Gideon. Enterprises. I've heard the name before. I think Linsky was associated with them. Yeah. Well. Nexus Insurance. Oh. Male, Caucasian, blah, blah, blah. Body is cool to touch with fixed vigor in extremities. That's all? Neck, head, brain. A small burr hole in the skull indicates recent surgery. That's interesting. Structure at base of brain intact. Neck shows massive damage to spinal cord caused by severe impact. Internal examination. The pulmonary system is purple. Shows a large amount of blood and frothy fluid in the chest and stomach. Death caused by massive shock and drowning. Time of death estimated between 10 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. September 20th. Burr holes. What are burr holes? What's a burr? A rough area on a piece of metal that is left after the metal is cut. Burr hole are small holes that a neurosurgeon makes in the skull. Burr holes are used to help relieve pressure on the brain when fluids such as blood. Okay. like a drill bit, but round. Yeah, it's actually, but I didn't know it was actually like not an expression. It's a term used for that. So the brain, specifically the brain. Hey, Microtron. Okay. Okay, next. Sandra Larson, I don't have her nav coordinates. It's probably because I forgot to ask the person who gave me the name about her again. Bash, that's done. The insurance agent we talked about. Sonny Fletcher. I don't have any other nav coordinates. So let's go back to Sylvia. Yes, yes. Nav 4421. Autopilot. Okay, I have TEWIH. THEWI. WITHE. Man, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out this. This one here. TEWIH. I'm rearranging the letters to see if I could get to something, but... Oh, white. Okay, that was stupid. Okay, these are the only places I can save. The bell chimed inside, and after a moment, Sylvia opened the door. She wore a pale blue... Yeah, we already... Okay. So, we already talked to her about stuff, but I will repeat just to be sure. Carl Linsky. Okay. I'm gonna have some fun here. I just saved anyway. I just tend to bash and crack heads if I don't get the right information. Oh yeah, in the nuts. She gets an absolute look of rage in her face and assumes a karate stance. I get ready to throw a punch, but she attempts a vicious kick, which I expertly block with my body. The pain is unbearable. When I come to, I'm back on the street. Doesn't seem to matter. I'll probably reload anyway. Oh. My past has been a little wild, Tex. I just have this thing about men, but I think a man like you would be enough to sell me down. Maybe when this case is over and I could explore the possibility. Hey, base. So was he brainwashed to like Dolores or something? I don't care. I didn't commit suicide. My father had taken her out several times. I was glad to see him with someone other than that pig, Dolores. When Dolores found out, she was fit to be roasted. Blaze Wiener. Bash Daggett. Peter Doll. Sunny Fletcher. John Klaus. He and my father were friends several years ago. They had the falling out over that mountain, Dolores. Ah. I don't know where he is. That's one of the scientists. He knows something. And he knows Dolores. Oh, I didn't ask about Saint Gideon. Fuck. The medical examiner probably doesn't know yet. Maybe. No. MTC Corp. MTC Corp. I don't know if I need to put that out there. Overlord. Password. Pass card. Law and order. I've heard the name, I don't know about. I'm not very political. Nexus. Insurance, even though we already talked about that. MTC core overlord passcode. No. We did everything. Maybe if I don't know. I don't know if I can ask about like coordinates. I think just asking about the person will give you the coordinates. So we could go to Dolores. She might know about this guy. What's his name? John Claus. Okay, so there's one here that's black. SLC80. Castle. There's a huge one. ETSE. I'll show you. Yeah, this one, and this one are missing. Checkmate, maybe? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Two E's, one M, a K. Yeah, checkmate. Stalemate, maybe? Stalemate, yeah, stalemate, and I'm only missing this one. Tell me about Sylvia, even though we talked about her already. John Richard. Hmm. Carl and John Claus were partners once. I was dating John at the time. When I met Carl, I fell head over heels in love with a little cutie. When I told John, he flew into a rage and vowed never to work with Carl again. I see him from time to time. Please tell me where he is. But Liddy's been acting very strange. He believes he is in danger. He's hiding out in Reno, Nevada right now. Excellent. 7012. Breeze Scribble. David. Carl David. Davis. No. And J. Saint. Or maybe just J. Saint. Sure. MTC Corp. Nexus. Password. Passcard. Insurance. Gideon Enterprise. Let's try again. Gideon Enterprises. No. And Overlord. She doesn't know much. Okay. Okay, let's see Mr. David, Mr. John Claus. 712. Uh, 701. These are all terms in chess. Chess terms. Checkmate. Castling? No. Castle was there. I'm only in the D. There's a lot of terms in chess. En passant. Are we there yet? Damn. Let's save, because I don't want to do this again. I arrived in Reno at a small office complex. The building is fairly new, being designed in the post-nuclear period. As I walk in, I see a gray-haired man about 50 sitting at a large table. Professor Claus? The man looks up with a shocked look. How do you find me? He says. It's my business finding people. I give him my credentials and background on the Linsky case. Ask him about... Carl and I used to work together, but we had a falling out over Miss Lightbody. She was my chick, and he took her away. He had been trying to get in touch with me, but I wouldn't return his calls. I was sorry to hear about his death. Sylvia... Little Sylvia? She's Carl's daughter. I imagine she's grown up by now. John Richard Dolores Body. She's a babe, but she can really move on the dance floor. Steve Clements. Sandra Larson. Blaze Wiener. Bash Daggett. Peter Dahl. Sonny. Hey, Dan Van Dam. How's it going? Sonny Fletcher. No. John Claus, that's him, but maybe he's gonna talk about him. What were you playing? I'm a neuroscientist and I feel my life's in danger because of my work with MTC. Yeah, we're gonna talk about MTC. Maurice Gribble is another one of the scientists. Doesn't know about Maurice. You sure? Maurice Gribble. Yeah, that's it. Alliance Alive HD. I don't know what that is. Then you have Carl David Hope. No. And Carl Davis. No. But he knows about MTC Corp though. Okay, we don't need to put the period. I was hired by MTC, which is the Management Training Center for Gideon Enterprises. They put me to work on a project called Overlord. I soon discovered that my work has nothing to do with management training. I was told that Overlord was a project designed to enhance an executive's mental capacity and performance, but as the project progressed, I grew suspicious. When I started asking questions, I was threatened. I figured it was time to go underground for a while. Okay, Nexus. I was given a Nexus terminal, a passcard and a password by MTC to work on Overlord. This allowed me to access the central computer. Password. Pawn, so is password. Okay. Pass card. My ENSP is green pass card. Excellent. I'm taking notes here. Tell me about So MTC Corp, Overlord, password, passcard, law and order. I don't like them. What can be done? They have as much right to express their opinion as anybody. Gideon Enterprises. Gideon Enterprises is the parent company of MTC, but I'm not sure of the true relationship. Nexus, we talked about that already. So he didn't lead us to anybody else, which is a shame. I thought he might know one of the other scientists, Morris Gribble, David Pope. Oh, wait, I have a check from MTC to Son and Fletcher. Maybe there's an address on that. I'll save, go back in, and threaten him just for once. Next thing I see is a spray can of mace, and it hits me square in the eyes. The burning sensation is unbelievable. I stumble back to my speeder, feeling like a complete idiot. So this gives a big indication on whether they accept bribes or if you can actually threaten them or not. Inventory. Check ledger. These are the Nexus password. SF is definitely Sonny Fletcher's. I think I can delete this whole thing. I should actually just create a thing when I have more than just a little bit of information on the guy. So we went there for 675. Cal Davis. Oh my god. No. It was Cal Davis, not Carl Davis. Fuck. Well, now we know. I need to go back to the examiner because I feel that that's the guy that would talk to me about this. A safe, I know that. And another cards. We have 2 pass cards. Cool. The examiner is John Richard. 4670. It is quite far. Quite far. Holy shit. Yeah, so Cal Davis, newspaper found in warehouse of Carl Linsky, mentioned his death caused by accident in his lab. So the basic of the story, if you don't know, is that Carl Linsky killed himself, threw himself off the bridge. Sylvia Linsky, her daughter, doesn't believe he suicided, so... And the police said suicide, there's a note and everything. But she doesn't believe it, so she hired us to check it out. What we found is that he was working on some project called Next Overlord. Nexus is the name of the terminal that they use to communicate or to work on a project. And then the project kind of like he got brainwashed or something and he died. And he says that seemed to be Carl's project. Okay, scientists are eliminated once done working on Project Overlord. We have the name of some of these scientists, but we don't have their address. And Carl must have known because in July he took insurance for $1 million. Come on, Cal Davis. Cal. Come on, come on. Yes, I read about him a few weeks ago. Didn't he die of poisoning? Is it strange how many accidental deaths and suicides have occurred lately? Oh, that's it. Shit. Well, I'm not sure I talked to him about J. Saint Gideon. Yeah, I don't think he has any more info. Let's go see. The investigator. We didn't have a lot of information the first time we talked to him. Steve Clemens, 4680. Whoops, nav 4680. Oh, he's just beside. Yeah, 4680, 4670, probably close by. 7012. John Claus is far away. He's in Reno. Okay, so the first time we talked to him, we didn't talk about many things. Now we have a lot of things to say. Linsky. Why are you interested in him? Oh, I get it. His daughter was not. Maybe I should threaten this guy or bribe, even if he's the police. Sylvia, no? Okay, I know I talked about all these names. Dolores. Maybe not Sandra. No. Blaze Wiener. Ah, he's a PI. Shit. No information, no address. Klaus and Linsky used to work together. They had a falling out, Miss Lightbody. Don't think Klaus ever forgave Linsky for taking his woman. Seems that David Pope and Mr. Maurice are just names that were there, but they're not important. Shit. I thought I didn't. Corp. Arrest. Probably doesn't know anything about that. Insurance. Sure, he knows about insurance. Hey, Bamraki. Yeah. Okay. Go to Peter Doll. It's been a while. But apart from that, I'm kind of stuck now. Peter Doll. I don't think I ever seen the first Tex game. Yeah, it's not the most known because most people don't like it. Essentially because of this part right here. There they see this and like there's a nav and there's a help function. Oh, phone. I can phone some people. Oh, thank you, man. This might help us. I'm kind of in an impasse here, but there's people I can phone here. Phone Vanessa, phone Lee. Because you can just take off, you know. You just take off and go where you need to go. And I think most people think that you need to do that, but all you need to do is open this, type in the nav point that you want, and then you're done. And apparently the game just screwed itself. It decided that it was done. Oh well, it's okay. I just say it. This was the one. Yeah, so you do it all. So you go here. Well, 4674, enter, autopilot, and that's it. That's all there is to it. It's not a big deal. And then the second game is more like a point and click adventure game. I think the second game is the one I didn't like. Well, I like them all, but the one I liked the least. They're all good. They're all a great game. No, that's the third one. The second one is Martian Memorandum. Then you have Under a Killing Moon. That's the third one. Then you have Pandora Directive. And then Overseer. Oh, Overseer. That sounds... Overlord, Overseer. That sounds familiar. One of them, I think it's Overseer. It's actually a remake of Martian Memorandum, not this one. There's one of them, and maybe Pandora Directive, that is a remake of one of the games already. Like, it's not a remake. It's like how they. It's like a flashback adventure, like a flashback episode or something, something like that. It's still well made. They knew people didn't play that game, so they were like, "Fuck it, it was great. We'll remake it." I forgot to threaten the. I can always vote. I'll forget it if I don't do it immediately. Oh, I think we saw this already. There's three ends there. Big mistake. Before I have a chance to do any more, shoot my mouse. So two guys appears from nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Let's bribe him. I should always threaten people because there's always a. It's not an animation. It's literally just a screen. I can see it move. Okay. Load this one. I should call Vanessa and all that. You know what? Before talking to you, let's call some people. So V for Vanessa. It's my secretary, I think. I'm not sure who these people are.
Hello, Tex.
Find out about. Oh no, she might give me addresses. Okay. Well, we'll talk about everything. Karlinski.
Okay.
Sylvia Linsky. Oh, I think she gives me a sheet of every. Yeah, she's amazing. She's gonna fax me all that shit. John Richard.
There's nothing in our files.
Oh. Dolores Light Body.
Okay.
Steve Clements.
Okay.
Sandra Larson.
Okay.
Nice. Blaze Wiener.
There's nothing in our files.
Interesting. Bash Daggett.
Okay.
Peter Dahl.
Okay.
Son Fletcher.
There's nothing in our files.
Ah, shit. Too bad. I feel that guy knows a lot of things.
There's nothing in our files.
No John Claus, interesting. What about Maurice Quibble?
Okay.
Nice. David Pope.
Okay.
Nice. Cal Davis.
Okay.
Excellent. And last one.
There's nothing in our files.
Okay, let's try J. Saint Gideon.
There's nothing in our files.
Okay. Let's try MTC Corp.
Okay.
Let's try Gideon Enterprises.
Okay.
Law and Order.
Okay.
Insurance.
There's nothing in our files.
No, Overlord probably won't work. Overlord.
There's nothing in our files.
And Nexus password passcard. No use doing that here.
There's nothing in our files.
She's like, okay, we're done. Exit. Bye.
There's nothing in our files.
Goodbye. Exit. Escape. I'm gonna receive a shit ton of. I remember this. I remember doing this at the beginning when I started the game. That's the first thing you should do. But whatever. So we have this we had already. 4660. That's his apartment. Gidim Corp is a large company involved with electronic surveillance equipment. Here's a newspaper article to find them. Gidim Enterprise, a local San Francisco corporation. 4650. 4650. It was not on any of my lists. Four six five zero. It looks like 4650. It's so low resolution. was announced that they have received a $500 million government contract to develop 3 new surveillance satellites for the government. Gideon specialized in the development of high-tech computer and electronic surveillance equipment. The company was founded in 1997 by Jason Gideon. Mr. Gideon is now retired and has turned the reins over to Mr. Frank Schimming. I hope that's it. Frank. I see Frank, yes, of course. SCHIMMING. Skimming or something. The Law and Order Party is a quasi-fascist political organization dedicated to controlling the government. They moved from their San Francisco office to somewhere in the Southern California. No one seems to know where their main headquarters are now located. The head of the party is a man named Robert Knott. Head of Law and Order Party. Fascist. Frank Scheming is head of Gideon. This is again saying Gideon and MTC Corp are kind of connected together. Diet Coke. Okay, I'll take a little break here. I'll be back.
Anachronox. two-dimensional world of video dots and dashes, flat blips and formless blobs, one video arcade game soars a dimension above the rest. Zaxxon! Experience the control as you climb and dive. Feel the power as you attack and evade. Discover a new level of excitement with the...
Okay, here's a newspaper article I found in the Santa Barbara paper on Cal Davis. Noted scientist Dr. Cal Davis was found dead at Santa Barbara home. Okay, Cal Davis. 3720 home. Saturday, Cal Davis, who coincidentally had been a professor at the University of California at Davis. That's the name of the University of California at Davis? Died of an overdose of cyanide. That's an accidental death? How is that an accidental death? What? It doesn't say accidental here, but the other note said that. It said newspaper found a warehouse mentioned his death caused by accident in his lab. Accident in his lab. Okay. According to police detective Smiley Monroe, so another cop. Okay, I need to create another one of these, I guess. Well, Smiley Monroe. Three 614 detective on Cal death. That's it. Dr. Davis must have accidentally grabbed a flask of cyanide instead of the Diet Coke sitting next to it. Although Diet Coke and cyanide have similar properties. The main ingredients of cyanide is toxic and killed Mr. Davis within minutes. A close friend, Aaron Sternwood. God damn it. Aaron Sternwood, but we don't have anything else. So I'm not going to create Sternwood. Aaron Sternwood. I can't believe he never drank poison before. You should try to be more careful. When I found him, he was gasping for breath. He mumbled some chest term and then he was gone, said Sternwood. Funeral services are pending. Some chest term, yes, we know that. Next facts. David Pope lives in Eureka. 6211. 6211. I see there's a time there. Is there actual time in the game? Morris Gribble lives in Palm Springs. 8231. 8231. Cool. Peter Dahl, we already have his address. Bash Daggett, already have his address. Yeah. Sandra Larson, 4599. Men's. Total rest light body. Sylvia, yeah, 4421. Okay. Cool. So this is Sandra Larson. Miss Sandra Larson, 4599. So Blaze Wiener, nobody has any information about that. All the other ones have nav point except Jason, Gideon. Did I ask Vanessa about Irwin Sternwood, Robert Knott? And yeah, I'm stupid. Let's ask her right now. Okay. Frank Skimming or whatever, he's head of Gideon. So I can do this. Four 650. 4650. Vanessa, and we have another person we can call.
Yes?
Give me information about Frank Stimming or whatever.
Look for my fax.
Oh, okay. Aaron Sternwood.
Look for my fax.
She already answered all this? No?
Can't help you there.
Really?
Can't help you there.
Okay. So do we have the facts of all these things? That's annoying. No. So when she says, look at my facts, I don't know how to look at the old faxes. Seems that when she gives me information, she doesn't give me anymore. Toggle warp, I don't know what that is. Phone Lee. Enhance.
What do you need, Murphy?
I don't know who you are. Carl. Ski.
Make me an offer.
What? I don't know. $100?
No deal.
Is it when you're stuck? She can help you. I don't know. I have enough incoming facts. I'll look for my facts. 4650. Yes, I already have this info. To find Aaron Sternwood, talk to Smiley Monroe at 3614. Ask about Aaron Sternwood. I find Sandra Larson at the local pub. She's an extremely attractive woman in her late 20s. I can see why Linsky started to date her. Carl and I started dating about 2 months ago. I was heartbroken when I heard about his death. I like Sylvia. She's a nice kid. She can be a little wild though. Dolores was Carl Linsky's girlfriend, but he had grown tired of her. Carl started dating me and said he was going to call their engagement off. Carl was worried about telling her because she had quite a temper. Nude freaks. In the background, big guys, nude freaks, totally awesome. Sex. Big guys. Blaze. Wiener. Of course not. Bash. Daggett. Of course not. Talk about yourself, Sandra Larson. Peter Dahl. She won't know anything. Sonny Fletcher. Shit. It's all about Sony. Sunny. Plus. No. Maurice Ribble. Oh, you're not helping. David. Cal Davis. J. Saint Gideon. He was president of Gideon Enterprise at one time. I heard him tell scheming, get even with him someday. Okay. Smiley Monroe. Frank scheming. He's an arrogant SOB. I heard he once stuck a light bunny in the paper shredder. SOB. As a note of friend skimming. Write down, he's a son of a bitch. Then we also have Aaron Sternwood. Sure, you know nothing about that. And Robert. Bribe, yeah, bribe or threaten. Okay, I think we went through all the names. Now let's see if you know anything about MTC Corp. supposed to be a management training center for employees of Gideon, but I suspect there's more to it than that. They've hired a number of top scientists. I don't know what they've been doing, but I'm sure they're not management. Yeah, of course. Overlord. Okay, that clearly she knows something here. Because she said something different than it seems that I could do here. So I'm going to come back on that. I'm going to save before doing anything. Password. Pass card. Gideon Enterprises. No. Gideon Enterprises. Law and order. I've seen some of these arrogant thugs around the office. They're involved with a project at MTC. Okay, so law and order is connected to MTC. Gideon, no, we already did that. Nexus. Overlord, we did that already. Oh, but she knows something and she moves, so there's definitely something there. Exit. The body language as well, exactly. Save, yes. Okay, so let's do. So we ask about the thing, then we threaten. Overlord. Let's try this one. They're always funny if they don't work, at least. No time for diplomacy. I threaten to bash and crack heads if I don't get the right information. Always seen this one. The next thing I see is a spray can of mace and is the square in the eyes. Burning sensation unbelievable. I stumble back to my speeder, feeling like a complete idiot. And even though I don't think it does anything, I'm still gonna reload. You probably cannot threaten women. Because that's not proper. Right. Hey man, lighten up there. I'll tell you what I know. Afraid I've never heard of that term before. Fuck off. She knows. I just don't know how to. Let's threaten one, then come back, threaten again. See if that works. She knows something. Or else she would say, sorry, I don't know anything, like all the other things. Like if I say this, sorry, I can't help you there. If I do Overlord, then oh, the devs decided to type something here. Interesting. She knows. She knows. I'll write down here. Type in that threats didn't work, so I don't do it again. We got all we could from her, not a lot of information. Let's go see Morris Gribble. Mean streets, mean women. Morris Gribble is pretty far. Let's see David Pope, he's closer. Nav 6211. Yo, Tilt 81? No, that was super far. What the fuck? Wait, Nav? Where are we right now? Okay, let's try something else. Let's try Gribble. 8231. Where are we? No, that's even farther. Nah, whatever. Let's go there. Played this back in the day. Never beat it. Yeah, it's not an easy game because there's so many things to talk to about so many people, and it's long. It's a long game. It must have been in the manual. I read. I don't know if it's a README or the manual, but it said something about 20 to 40 hours. Quite respectable for an adventure game. Can you find the word that this means, the anagram there? It's the only one I haven't figured out. We have the time. The time is 3:26. I don't know if it's been 3 hours since we started playing yet. Would make sense. Actually, that's pretty much it. 3 hours and 26 minutes playing the game. Let's see if it switched to 27 soon. He's actually moving his arms depending on what he's doing. It's funny. I feel that they build this game as like a modular thing. They were like, okay, we need a detective that's going around from place to place. So maybe they created this first. And then they said, okay, so you go to this area, you talk to people, they give you hints. And then maybe they added the, oh, sometimes you can go around with your character. But at the end of the day, this part here, who gives a shit? Exit. Okay. Morris Gribble. I found the home of Morris Gribble and knock on the door. I'm invited into the room by an older woman and introduced to Morris Gribble. He's a tall, distinguished man in his late 60s. I explained that I'm working on a case, and his name was on the list of scientists who possibly were associated with the project. He explains that he has been in retirement for a number of years and spends his time golfing and relaxing at the country club. He says he's due at the golf course and shows me the way to the door. I thank him for his time and go back to my speeder. So I can't even ask him any question? who possibly were associated with the project. So maybe this guy is a no-go. Maybe this guy is nothing. It looked like he was nothing. I think we have the confirmation that this guy is a nothing burger. So let's remove him from the list. I'm still gonna keep the name there, but probably not important. Okay, well, next would be David Pope. Six two one one. 621. That's literally at the other far end of the map. Well, whatever. Then we have Cal Davis, which is, we have his home. Cal Davis is definitely somebody important. I presume that David Pope is also a nothing burger. We probably want to see Jay St. Gideon, but I don't have his address. I have the address of Smiley Monroe, who's a detective on the Cal death. And I can ask him about Aaron Sternwood, which is a friend. Maybe some cleanup here. Okay, these trigger words, let's put them at the top so they don't change anyway. Boom. Ah, finally. Oh, we don't have any music anymore. So we have Gideon Enterprises, which is like the top, and MTC Corp is like under Gideon. Overlord is a project of MTC Corp. Nexus is the computer that they're using for that. Okay. We're getting there. I can show you like the new and improved file. So these are the trigger words. Insurance isn't super important. Law and order, fascists, RT, linked to MTC. So we still need a slot screwdriver for opening a file cabinet. We don't need that. That's just optional. I think the fruitcake statue is just to sell to get some money. We need a ladder. We need key for the safe house. And all these people here. Some cleanup. But we arrived at destination, so I'll continue that later. Ah, David Pope is a nothing burger. David Pope, I know a knock on the door of David Pope's house and ask him questions about Gideon Enterprises, MTC Corporation, and Karlinski. He says he hasn't heard any of them. He works for Xenomorph Corporation, a division of Bugs R Us. They train large mutated cockroaches and beetles to be butlers and factory workers. I continue to question him for a few minutes to learn nothing more to help me in the case, so I return to my speeder. Yes, because for this game, unless you want to follow a walkthrough, and it's going to be super boring if you do, I'll probably need a walkthrough. But it'll be very limited. You know, like, oh, I don't know what to do here, so I'll go check. Did I miss something in one of the locations? Because there's a bunch of locations in the game. And you didn't even see it all. If you want to see it, if you're interested. So like you have the name and the nav points and some detail about some characters. Here are some characters that I don't have enough information to warrant a big box like that. Probably not important. Well, right now I'm gonna take David Pope exactly. Where was he? Yeah, this guy. So this guy is probably not important. So I'm gonna delete this. Let's make some space, making it a little easier. So these two people, probably not important. I'm not gonna ask people about these. These are keys. I think it's important because I have a key here that I don't even know if I used or not. So I wanna. And in my inventory just says keys, and I don't like it. And this is a timeline of events. This could be useful. I think this is a pawnable item, a gold watch, if I ever need money, and then we have these passwords. Yeah, so this guy is not important, but the guy that is probably very important is Cal Davis at 3720. And that is that again at the fucking far end. But we're getting back to near San Francisco. There's French skimming or whatever that's kind of away from. But let's go see Cal Davis. He's not home. He's dead. We may be able to fiddle around in his house. I like going around in. Like I like that part of the game the most. It's kind of the point and click adventure game part. But yeah, I played this game before, and the first time I did, I had like pen and paper. I had like literally a little notepad. But eventually it was just crazy. And you borrow things and you buy. So, and searching things isn't easy. So I was like, if I put it in a text form, I preferred writing, but if I put it in text form, I can control F stuff. I can move stuff around. It's so much easier. Yeah, definitely the problem. Yeah, definitely. And I should do this in more games. I'll probably do it also in Betrayal at Krondor, which I'll be playing soon. And I'll try to, like, I did it also when I played Ultima. Ultima 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the Ultimas, all of them, you need to take notes. If you don't, poof, I don't know. I don't know how people do it without taking notes, actually. I don't like taking notes that much. I like it when the game takes it in my place, because especially like you're watching me and I'm like typing stuff. It's at least here we have some downtime that can you do that. It's not the case in every game. I'm gonna try to do this even when I'm gonna play the FMV games. They do take notes in the FMV games, but I think that putting stuff like that, it also helps me remember the name of, like, you would ask me, like, I know every single character in this story. Like, I know who fucking Blaze Wiener. Oh, he's the guy that had a grade E. Yeah, grade E student. Who's Jean Claus? Jean Claus was the boyfriend of Dolores Lightbody before Carl decided to go in and take his place, and now he's pissed off, and because of that, he doesn't want to. Not only do I know who they are, I also know their relation. Because I wrote it down, and it helps your brain. At least it helps me. It helps people. I think it's good for everybody. When in games like, for example, in Vampire Masquerade, since I'm not taking any notes and I'm just reading it, sometimes I read it and it kind of like, it goes into my eye, it goes into my brain, comes out into my mouth, and that's it. It didn't. There's no staying power. Save, yes, and also save here, yes. Okay, I hope you, yes. When it's gray like that, it means that it's the other. There's like 3 gameplay elements in this game: the simulation, flight sim, whatever. We're talking to somebody in a one-on-one, and this. There's also faxes and stuff like that, but you know. Cal Davis's home near Santa Barbara must be over 100 years old. There is still police tape across the entryway. Somebody must have left the cooling system on because the air is chilled and damp. I walk down the hallway and up a flight of stairs to a large open room. This is what I'm looking for. As I enter the room, the burglar alarm sounds, and I have about 10 minutes to shut it off before the police gets here. Okay. Move. Up. Move. 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 No. Doesn't seem to be here. What the fuck is this? Cage made of iron bars. The time continues even if it's like a Sierra game. Usually it stops the time. 2 eyes stare ominously at you behind the bars. An oversized ape with wild eyes stares through the bars at you. A small metal box inside the ape. If I get that, I die. The box is in the cage and you can't get near it without the ape reaching to get you. It seems obvious that you can reach the box with a 9-foot pole. Oh, no, that opens up the cage probably. Let's do it just for fun. You turn the switch on and it opens the cage. The ape rushes out and uses you like a rubber ball, throwing you to and fro about the room. The end. We were here. No, bro. Yeah, okay. To Cal Davis. Subject Nixus September password coded word. Checkmate, right? Let's get this. Look in the sink. Chemicals. Move the chemicals. I'm looking for a button or something. Move the test tubes. Can I get the chemicals? I can. Get the test tube. I don't know why. Get it. Let's get the sink too. That's it. So back. Shit, I need to write that down. I don't have the key. I'm wasting time, but Cal. Cal, you have a file for needs. Oh, it's probably the key that was. Oh, I'm stupid. Did I open this? No. I need to move the desk. Paste it. The taste is above average. Okay, so I don't think there's anything here. No, it's not the right key. Ah, there you go. Is it? Open it. That probably is the alarm. Boom. Yet. Small surveillance camera is mounted on the wall. I probably cannot do anything with that. Gallium arsenide bars for microchip development. Street value $2,000. So when I see that, I assume, again, I played the game, but I can't remember anything. If you think I remember anything about this game, I remember some things, but it's more like when I see a face, I'm like, oh yeah. I don't remember any of these rooms. I assume that these are things that I can pawn for money because the game just literally just tells me the value. And that gold watch, I think, was 4,000 bucks. So I should actually put it right there. Gallium arsenide. So, and also by doing that, I remember in my inventory that the gallium arsenide and the gold watch are just, they're not important item in the detective story. Okay, I think that's it for this. Microchip equipment. There's a switch. Afraid. Because right now I can go away. We did a little couple of things. I don't want to redo all that. I'm gonna go away and save. I kinda knew this would happen, but that's okay. It was the move the rat cage, right? Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Open switch. Maybe it's gonna be important, maybe not. It's not like this file is huge. The game doesn't have that much text. People just answer quickly because this was on 6 floppy, which is a lot for 1989. But because of the graphics, because of like the simulator part of the game, and because of some of the sounds, it takes a lot of space. Some of these screens are very detailed. Microchip tray. Move. Get. Table lamp. Get it. No. What? With the light you see, okay. A stainless steel table is bolted on the floor. Leather straps bolted tightly to the table. A drill mounted on a concrete base sits next to the table. A small switch mounted at the base of the drill. Oh. The burls. The book is titled Control of Primate Behavior Through Microchip Technology. Microchip Technology by Dr. Cal Davis. Can we open the book? You read a few pages, but no clues are gathered. A drill, a switch, the table. You look through the papers and see an invoice dated 2 days before Cal David died. Precious metal and gallium arsenide bar, $2,000. Yes, okay. But apart, we need the pass card. There's a pass card somewhere in this, maybe not in this room, but we have the password, but we need the pass card to get into that computer. Open? Oh. Screwdriver. We got a slot screwdriver. Okay. Let's start back again. It does, and it seems to go back to the time it would be. Like that was 4 minutes now. Oh, we're dead. Tastes like broken glass and cyanide. The end. Oops. That tasting, why would you taste anything in this game? It's just something bad's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. That was an accident. Okay, I think that's the key to open this. I didn't look at it. Doesn't matter. guess they thought in 1998, 1989, I guess, yeah, 1989, they thought that everybody would have fax machine in 2033. Because this takes place in 2033. So we can't use a computer without the pass card, they say. Oh, the book is right there on the floor. Even the screwdriver, I guess? I don't know. There's definitely something here, but... So I assume that the card is in the box with the ape there, but I probably need to give a banana to ape or something. Because I think I opened... Yeah, I opened it and he used him. He used me as a... Oh, did I open this? Yeah. Yeah, open or touch the box. There's a switch, but if I do that, we're all gonna die. Yeah, I think that's it. The wall cabinet is open. I can't remember what was in it. So not a lot of information, but we have access to probably a computer here for a Nexus terminal. If there's actually 12 Nexus terminal and 12 password, we only have one password and a half, and we found 2 Nexus terminal out of 12. I don't know if that's a good indication of where we are in the game. That's crazy. That's the case. Where was I here? Was I at? I can't remember. Let's start back up here. It doesn't really matter. Sandra, Blaze, Bash, Peter, Sony, John, Cal. We could go to Smiley Monroe, but yeah, let's go there. Nav 3614. Oh, it's right beside us. So Smiley Monroe is the detective that worked on Cal's death. So he might have information. Maybe he has a car. Maybe he said we find a car in his body. We have to ask him about it. Santa Barbara police. The Santa Barbara police station is in a state of transition. They're getting ready to move to a new facility, and the place is a disorganized mess. I step into Detective Monroe's office, and he's sitting behind his desk. No need to wonder how he got the nickname Smiley. He's got a big, stupid grin on his face. Like a Cal Davis. My memory is a little hazy. Maybe consulting fee would. Okay, so bribe. What's your? I don't know. $100. It's a joke. Bribe. $1,000. The investigation verified that Cal Davis, 3720. Yeah, accidentally killed himself with hazardous chemical. It appears that instead of drinking his coke, he took a mouthful of cyanide. 631. The emergency call came in from Aaron Sternwood, a friend of the victim. Sternwood said he mumbled something about chest and then died. When I found him, his face had a distinct bluish tinge of cyanosis. There was no evidence of foul play. I just spent $1,000 for that. Aaron Sternwood. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy's a fucker. Start with 500 instead. Fuck it, 200. Oh, no need for 1,000. There you go. And a new person of interest. Aaron Sternwood. Which I should put here under all of these guys. Because they're related to each other. And that is 0439. Friend of Cal. And probably doesn't know anything about. Oh well, pass card. Nexus. MTC Corp. Gideon Enterprises. Yeah, I don't think this guy knows anything about that. Okay, we will save here and here. And we will call this a night. We did a lot of progress. We're still not stuck. It'll come eventually. But we're doing great. Okay, I was about to resume, but we have like information. But we'll do that at the beginning of the next stream. Let's raid somebody. Mode to raid. Let's raid Tikuru. There you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. Tomorrow we're playing more Vampire Masquerade at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Before that, I'll be playing either some MechWarrior Mercenaries, or maybe I will start Shadowrun Dragon. The second Shadowrun game. I can't remember the name. And we'll be continuing this on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that for $1.
Inside?
For clothes that Tristan lost. At Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener.